forgot to do the recording. Anyway, never mind. Oh, there it is. Oculus. Ah, yes, of course. Oculus reparo, is it? Okay. So what's that? Oculus reparo. No? Anybody online remember? Kurus, you know, right? What is it?
Fixing glasses.
Fixing glasses. That's right. Yeah, fixing glasses. Yeah. Yeah. So you think, well, why is it Oculus? Any ideas?
Eyes.
Eyes. Yeah. Why is it eyes?
Latin.
I think you could, like, say, for example, if I go in here again, what's the word? Is it ocular? Ocular. Okay. Ocular is, aha. So ocular is 1500, yeah, pertaining to the eye, connected to the eye. Yeah. Yeah, connected to the eye. From Latin, ocularis or oculus. Yeah, oculus. And then I suppose you could think about, I suppose reparo is reparo, is it? Is just repair. Yeah, repair, to fix. And that again is Latin. Yeah. So coming from the Old French and then from Latin. Yeah. Reparare. Yeah. And so, you've got things like that. And then if you do things like, let's say, a difficult word like reparation. Do you know what that means? You know what that is? Yes, reparation is like when you kind of punish somebody and you get money from them, right, to fix a problem. Yeah. So, for example, say if you have a car crash and people want some money from you to fix the problem, that would be reparation. Yeah. Or also, for example, if there's a war, right, and you lose the war, your country loses the war, and you have to pay money to the winners to fix their problems, right? And that would be reparations, so like that, yeah. And then you see, like French is réparation, yeah. Italian is, it's a little bit different. Risarcimento, similar though, yeah. And Spanish is also the same, reparación, yeah. So you can see, right, that if you're a European, right, it's actually in many ways it's easier to learn or use the long words than the short words, yeah. And I think very often that, for example, I can read, if I read Italian or Spanish or French, I studied French in school, I can kind of understand it because so many of the long words are the same. Yeah. Okay. So you get the idea there. So any other Harry Potter spell words? I suppose we could. Can you remember any? Abracadabra, right? Yeah, that's so. I think. What is it?
Like just
die, right? Die. Yeah, that's right. Well, abracadabra was it? Let's have a look. I've got a list of spells here, so let's see if it's see if this is going to work. I don't know. Where are we? Let's go in here for a second. Okay, here's Harry Potter spells. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not very good, though. Don't go. Was this accio? Accio, right? Is that a real one? Accio Horcrux books. Yeah. Accio, right? And apparently accio is Latin. Means, the Latin word accio means I call or I summon. Yeah. And then you could think then, all right, so for example, call. Now, call is going to be, I would say, right, a short Scandinavian word, yeah, I guess. Let's have a look. Summons, military, 1670s, call. Ah, yes, okay, good. So call is Old Norse, kalla, right? Or something like that, yeah? So it's so it's Old Norse, right? Scandinavian word. It's a short word, right? And then you could say, okay, do have a look at this. Here's Spanish, and let's go to French, right? And you go call. Ah, yes. And then it's like the French is appel, right? Which is closer to accio. Let's have a look. Chiamata is it's Italian, right? Yeah. And Spanish is it's different. Chiamata, I don't know what that is. Okay, but the Italian is close, right, to accio. Yeah. So accio is the Latin word. Yeah, it's just straight from Latin. They're using it in Harry Potter. So accio just comes directly from Latin. Accio, can you think? I suppose if you got something like a call, accio, can't think of an English word that's got sounds like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Can't think. Anyway, never mind. But that's what it is. It's directly, right? So accio comes directly from Latin. Yeah. And then you've got what's these other ones? Ah. Okay. So you've got all of these actually. Yeah. Let's see if you can find there's loads of them. There's loads of them. Yeah. Ah, okay. Avada Kedavra. Yeah. It's instantaneous death. So why is it Avada Kedavra? Why is it that? Ah, okay, this is interesting. Oh, this isn't Latin though, right? This is not Latin apparently. Yeah, this is Aramaic. Aramaic. Yeah, it comes from a different language, and it means something is killed. Yeah. So anyway, that's a bit of an exception, right? Most of them are from Latin, but Avada Kedavra isn't. Yeah. Yeah. There is, I don't know if it's like cadavra. To me sounds a bit like, cadaver. Yeah. Cadaver means like a dead body. Yeah. That is from Latin, and that is again cadaver, cadavere, cadavre in French, and so on. Yeah, so it's very, very similar. So I don't know if that's connected. Yeah, I don't know if that's connected, but that would be. I thought it was, right? But maybe not. Anyway, but there's loads of them. Can you think of any others? Any other famous ones? I mean, there's so many. Can you get any famous ones? These are A's, are they? B's. Where's the B's? Oh. Just spells. Okay. B. Let's try the B. Don't know. There's loads of them. Anyway. Bomb. What's this one? Bombarder, right? Bombarder. Exploding.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an obvious bomb, right? Yeah. And again, if you think of bombards, right? You've got things like let's make it here, you do to bombard. Yeah, it is an English word and it means like throwing things at stuff. And then if you do something like that, bombard, and you check it out in French, it's almost exactly the same thing. Yeah, Italian is almost the same thing. And yeah, in Spanish, they're all almost exactly the same. So they all come from this. They all come from the Latin root. Yeah. So I suppose it's like I think what you want to do is like just find the spells, right? Find the spells and then do a search on, particularly on Etymonline, and you could, do a kind of analysis. You could say where the roots of those words come from. Yeah, it sounds like it would be a very interesting form of research. So yeah, so that's what I would do. I would think you would just have a look. Go in here for a second. Okay, that's wrong. What do I do? Okay. No, it's no good. Yes, it is. Let's have a look. Here we are. Okay. So you could do, I would say, look at Etymonline. Yeah. And if you, that's etymonline.com. Yeah, ETYMONLINE. And you could try to find the roots of the words, right? It's usually going to be some kind of, usually going to be some kind of Latin, yeah? Oops. With Wingardium Leviosa, right? The wing, as I said, comes from Old Norse. Usually short words, right? From Germanic languages, from Germanic roots, yeah? So usually in English, the short words come from Germanic roots, and then the long words. Oops, let's move this up there. Long words would probably be usually Latin. And it's like very often other European languages share Latin roots. And because the European languages very often share Latin roots, then very often using long words is very easy for European learners of European languages. So Italian people learning English, the long words will be easy. English people learning French words, the long words are usually very easy. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So that sounds like good research, actually. Yeah. I don't know what you think. To me, it seems like it's a good idea. It'd be fun to research it. It'd be fun to you could find a list of the Harry Potter they're called spells. And then you could just do a kind of analysis using Etim Online and so on, trying to find where the words come from. And actually there's a website there anyway. I mean, there's a website that actually has these, right? So that should make it quite easy, actually. Oh, that's not right. Why is that? That's strange. Oh, I know. Yeah. So there's a website. Oops, where is it? Can't do it. Okay, here we are. So you got this as well. There's actually a sort of a website with the spells there. So I think it'd be good. Yeah, I think it'd be a really good, interesting form of research. So Kurusu, does that sound okay to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, that's I like it actually. Yeah, I think it'd be nice, easy research actually. Right, a nice, easy way to do it, and it'd be easy. It should be fun to do, and it'd be interesting to read as well, I think. Okay, great, excellent. So, you can't think of any other interesting spells?
Spells?
Yeah. Can you think of any other ones you want to check out at the moment? Not particularly. Think about it. Somebody mentioned, who mentioned abracadabra? You did, yeah? Abracadabra. What's abracadabra? Yeah. I don't know what abracadabra is actually. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see if we got it here. Abracadabra. I don't think this is Harry Potter, right? But it's a kind of abracadabra. Okay, magical formula 1690s from Latin and Greek, abraxas. Yeah. The supreme God. Wow. Amazing, really. That's amazing. I didn't know that. Abraxas. Abraxas is the name for the supreme God. And then God is used as a magic word. It's pretty amazing. Do you know what the, have you guys ever read the Bible? Yeah? You read the Bible? Uh-huh. What's the first line of the Bible? Ah! Even I know that, and I've never been to church. Yeah. Anybody online read the Bible? You know the first line of the Bible.
I have, but I don't remember.
Ah, you've read the Bible.
Yes.
Okay, but you can't remember the first line.
No, because I lost interest.
So when did you read it?
2 to 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I read New Testament.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
I mean the first line of the Old Testament anyway. Yeah, not the New Testament.
No, I don't know.
Why did you read the Bible then?
Oh well, it's long story.
Go on, tell us.
Well, my ex-boyfriend wanted me to be a Christian.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, so I kind of tried, but like I was not into it at all. I tried, but no.
That's a short story.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I made it short.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your ex-boyfriend, is it?
Yes.
So you gave up on the Bible and you gave up on your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the first line of the Bible, right? I think I'm right. Is that any? It's like it goes like this. I mean, I don't know much. I don't know very much about the Bible, but I do know this, right? The first line is something like, "In the beginning was the Word." Yeah. In the beginning was the Word, and let's go. I can't remember exactly, but it's something like, and the Word was with God, and God was the Word. Yeah. and so that's something like that. I bet if I find it, hang on. I'll find out because I've probably given you completely the wrong information here. Let me just check properly. First line of the Bible. So look, first line of Old Testament. Oh yeah. Okay, where is it? In the beginning. Okay, and the word blah 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 blah. God moves the world. Okay, where is it? Genesis. Church created it. Okay, maybe it's not quite the first thing. But anyway, something like that. Praise God. Why is the where I get that from? It depends on the Bible, I think. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning was the Word. That is a real thing, I'm sure. The beginning was the Word. John KVG. Okay, that's pretty much the. It's pretty much the first then beginning thing. Yeah, it is the chapter 1, right? There you are. It's right. Yeah. In the beginning was the Word. Yeah, it is the first line. Yeah, so I'm right. So this is kind of for your, I think for your dissertation. I mean, that's kind of the idea of why. You probably think about why words, right? Think about magic, magic spells and stuff like that. Words, right? Saying things seems to play a very big part. Yeah. So, for example, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Yeah. So, in other words, a word or God is a word, right? God is a word. God is a magic word. It's like, right? And then it's like this saying that abracadabra, right, is actually a word for God. Yeah, abraxas, abraxas, right? And then you go woo, right? And it's like, so it all comes from words. Yeah. Can you think of any other things like where words play a part in magic or something like that, or mysterious things happen? Any ideas? How about the people that's online? Can you think of where words, like saying stuff, right? Saying things plays a kind of very mysterious role. So things happen because you say a word or you say certain things. Nobody's responding. Nobody can think of anything. What about? Isn't there a movie called Candyman? No, I think there is. Let me just check that for a second. Candyman. Okay, Candyman. Oh, I don't do that. Let's do first the Wikipedia. Okay, easier. Candyman. Okay. All right, here we go. Candyman's American supernatural horror film. Okay. And where is it? Okay. Semiotics graduate student. That's interesting. It's linguistics. Right? It's about linguistics, right? Semiotics, signs, right? So it's like you get this connection between words and magic, strange stuff happening, right? And then the idea is, I can't see it. can't find it. I can't find it. Where is it? I know what this is actually. Let's have a look. Let's try the let's just try the, I'll try YouTube, right? Because I've seen this, right? So Candyman. Ah, this. So this is
Candyman. The urban legend is, if you say his name 5 times while looking in the mirror, he appears in the reflection and kills you.
right? Did you? I don't know if you saw that online, guys, but the idea is like if in this movie, right? If you look in the mirror and say Candyman 5 times, right? So look in the mirror and say Candyman 5 times, then this killer appears and he kills you. Yeah?
Candyman, 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 Candyman. Well, we're still alive. Let's go. Trina, you broke the door. This isn't funny.
Okay. Anyway, that's that. I don't know if I do. Could you see that, guys? Could you see that? Hello, hello. You could. Okay. There you go. Oh, you see, I mean, it's like the idea is that by saying things, right? Saying things, there's some kind of connection with magic or the supernatural. Yeah. Why is that? Yeah. Why do you get this connection between saying things, right, and the supernatural? In fact, if you look at that, where is that? This is again, right? And so you got this, the plot of Candyman is like a semiotics graduate, right? Semiotics is the study, right? You know what semiotics is? The study of signs, yeah? The study of signs. So you have this kind of connection between signs and magic, yeah? Signs and magic. Why? In the beginning was the word, abracadabra, Candyman. Can you think of other examples like that? It's really fascinating, I think. Yeah, if you think about it. Let me just do. Oops, I don't want that. Semiotics. Signs and symbols. I don't know what the. Semiotica. Semiotic. All the same. So why is that? Why do you have this connection between signs and magic? Ho ho. Do you have anything like that in Japanese? Yeah. Right. What's the sign connection there? Kokuri-san, right? What's the sign connection there? You kind of got, yeah? How do you actually do that then? How do you do that kokuri-san thing? No? Anybody know? Everybody's very quiet. Everybody's gone very quiet. Yeah, it's like it's like I think what it is with that. It's like let me just find a different thing here. What's it called? Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's Kokusan in English. Can't remember. Oh, what is it called? I know. Seance, right? Seance and Ouija board, actually.
Wow.
Ouija board, that's what it is. Ouija, I don't know how to spell it. Board? Board, is it? Oh, I don't know how to say it. Ouija board? Ouija board. Ouija board? Ouija board, there it is. Ouija board. Okay, Ouija board. Yeah? Ouija board. And that is like that. Yeah? So basically what you've got there, right, is, oh wow, this is scary, right? Yeah, you've got this board which is basically got lots of signs, yeah, on it. Yeah, and then what happens?
When you call the ghost
Yeah,
and like ask questions, the like pointy thing will move.
right. So it's like the ghost is pointing to it. Yeah, ghost is using your power to actually point to the signs. Right, so you've actually got a board which is full of signs, and you've got this kind of thing it moves around. I suppose it's like that. Yeah. Do you think it's real? Do you think it really happened?
When I did it with my
You did it?
friends,
Yeah.
It actually moved, but I don't think it's real.
You didn't think it was real, but it did move. So why did it move then?
Maybe somebody moved it, or
Yeah.
I think that it will actually move, but
So you just think somebody was moving it?
yeah.
It was like a joke. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely possible. How about the guys online then? Have you done that? Anybody?
No, because that is so scary for me.
Yeah. You did it.
No,
But so you don't do it because it's too scary.
yeah, no, it's too scary for me to do that.
I think it's definitely scary. Yeah. I mean, don't do it, I would say. Yeah. Terrible idea because it is really scary. Yeah. But it's like, again, like you see that this is the power of the sign, right? And it is scary, definitely. Right. And we kind of want to say, well, it's not real. Right. But it is definitely scary. Yeah. So you've got this kind of direct connection between kind of the supernatural and signs. Yeah, kind of signs hold this kind of supernatural power. And I think language is in many ways is like that, because I think kind of words kind of behave like living things in many ways. Yeah, kind of like it's really kind of strange situation. But anybody else? So Sarah doesn't want to do that because it's too scary. Anybody done that? Anybody done the Ouija board or the Kokuri-san type thing? Anybody else? Nobody? Nobody wants to say anything. Nobody wants to say anything. Okay, maybe they're all too scared. But I think what it is, it's like I suppose you've got the connection, like the connection between signs and the supernatural. It seems as if, when you're dealing with magic or the supernatural things, very often you kind of involved in certain kinds of signs in some way. So special, secret signs very often that make these things happen. I did that. I did the Ouija board once, and it was incredibly scary. Yeah. So I would I would never recommend doing it. Right? I think it's a terrible idea. Yeah. It's a really terrible idea. I mean, definitely don't do it. And I don't think it was a ghost in my case, right? Because I mean, I remember this experience, and it was really terrifying. And I don't think it was a ghost, but it's something so strange, right? It was so strange that it was beyond ghosts, right? If you know what I mean, right? So I don't think it's ghosts, right? But it's just something so weird, right? Something so weird in the universe that you don't want to be playing around with it. Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying. I mean, I was about 16 years old, right? Actually, I think what I'll do, I could tell you my story, and I'll do it using a little bit of writing. Okay, let's go with that. What am I doing? Okay, so basically, I went to I went to a friend's house. Yeah, and you know, I was about 16. Yeah, about 16 years old. Yeah, and there was quite a few people in the house, kind of a party, right? And the house is kind of very creepy, right? Yeah, and then we did this séance, right? Séance, which is kind of basically with a Ouija board, Ouija board, like that, right? So we did this thing, right? And we were doing this thing and moving, and like it was, I don't know, about 10, 12 people, right? And say about 10 to 12 people, I don't know. Yeah. And we were doing this thing, and it was we were asking questions, right? And it was moving, yeah, and it was moving in a kind of just incredibly realistic way, yeah. It was like the way it was moving, right? It was like really convincing, right? You thought, oh my God, yeah, and it's like really seemed like something very, very strange, yeah. And even though it was very scary, but you know, I was kind of laughing, right? And saying somebody's pushing it, right? Yeah. So even though it's going around, it's asking questions and it's giving answers, right? So asking, what's your name? He gives a name, right? So where do you live? He gives a place, right? How old were you when you died? And he gives an answer, right? And it's like, it's really, I mean, really creepy. But while it's happening, I'm going, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, it's not real, right? Somebody's pushing it, right? Ha ha ha, somebody's pushing it, ha ha ha, somebody's pushing it. But even I'm laughing, I'm getting really scared, yeah? So I'm laughing, but I'm feeling incredibly scared, right? So I feel terrified, yeah? I mean, like, when I say terrified, I feel really terrified, yeah? Yeah, really terrified. And so that kind of carries on, and then the party finishes, right? And it's about, I don't know, 11:30 at night, and I kind of walk home, right? I walk home alone, and I'm walking down the street, right? I walk down the street, past a house, yeah? And I look in the window, yeah? I look towards the window, and there's a man, yeah? Standing in the window, yeah? Between the curtain and the window, yeah? With the lights off, yeah? With the house lights off and lit by the street lights, yeah? So I can see this man standing in the window, right? Because the street lights are there, but he's in the house, the room. There's no lights on, he's standing between the curtain and the window, just looking out, right? And he's got this kind of weird, right? Weird kind of blank look. Yeah, he's just kind of staring out. Staring out into, and he's not like looking at me, just looking kind of straight out like that. And I see him, when I look at him, oh my God. I see him, and I just jump, right? And it's like terrifying, and I'm already terrified, right?
Yeah.
I'm already terrified, but then I see him there, right, after this experience, right? And I've never seen something like that before or since, right? And I see him, but I just like walk past, and now I'm really angry, right? Yeah. So now I'm incredibly angry. So before, right? Before I was laughing, ha 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 ha. So I'm terrified, but I'm laughing, right? And now I'm really terrified, but now I'm incredibly angry, yeah. And I'm going like, you know, what a stupid man, right? Yeah. And I'm just really angry with this stupid man, right? Because I'm thinking, well, okay, he's like an idiot. What a fool. He's a stupid man, right? Standing in the window like that. It's really scary, right? Oh, we're gonna I'm just really, really angry, but I'm feeling terrified. Yeah. Now it was like really terrified. Now I've gone really, really terrified. Yeah. So I've gone from laughing to now I'm really, really angry. Yeah. So that happens. And then, you know, it's like I've gone from that and I walk home, right? And at 12 o'clock, right? At midnight, right? The clock bell rings, yeah. And my nerves are so bad, right? That I almost collapsed, right? So it's like I've never been as scared as that, right? It's the most scared I've ever been, right? It's before that or since. And the thing is, I went to bed, right? And I think I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, I completely forgot the experience for many years. Yeah. So in other words, after that experience, even though it's like a really terrifying experience, now I've just completely forgotten about it. And I don't think about it at all. Right? Which is weird, right? You think this would be a big deal, but it's just gone. Right? It's completely gone from my mind. And I never think about it again. But then, you know, many years later, right? Many years later, you know, I'm kind of, I wake up, yeah, in the morning, right? And for some reason, right, I don't know why, I remember this experience. Yeah? And this time, this is many years later, I'm actually in Japan at this point. It's like I'm like 30 something, right? It's years and years and years later. And I think probably for all those years, maybe 15, 16 years, I didn't think about it at all, right? It's completely forgotten. But then for some reason, for no reason as far as I can see, maybe I'm having a dream or something like that. But the next morning I wake up, right? I wake up and it comes back. And I start thinking about it, right? I remember the experience. And I remember just thinking, I'm going, oh, Ouija board. Oh, man in the window. Right? And then for the first time, right, I thought, maybe that was a ghost. Yeah? Huh? For the first time, Yeah. I thought, oh, maybe maybe that was a ghost. And to me, it's like, I don't think it's a ghost, but it's just so strange. Yeah. It's like I'm going from this very scared feeling to just laughing and doing stuff like that. And then to having this experience where I'm incredibly scared, but I'm just getting angry. But through the whole experience, right, I never think maybe it's a ghost, right? Even while I'm doing the Ouija board, it's somebody's pushing it, somebody's pushing it, somebody's pushing it, right? So I never think maybe that's a ghost. I see the man in the window. I never think maybe it's a stupid man, right? So I'm going from laughing to incredibly angry, right? But I never at any point think maybe it's a ghost. And it's only about 15, 16 years later, right, that it suddenly comes into, oh, maybe it's a ghost, maybe it's a ghost. Right? And so I don't know, really. It's like, I think it's really frightening. Right? I would never do that. Don't do it. Terrible idea, right? I really think it was stupid, right, to do that. I'd never do it again because I'd be too scared. But I think basically what it comes down to is like, the connection between science and the supernatural. Yeah. I think that's really interesting. Yeah. And I think basically that's what it is with the Harry Potter. You've got sort of certain signs, words, magic words, are signs, and you get this kind of connection. You kind of invoke the supernatural through these signs. But anyway, that's my story. Okay then. So good. So Kurusu, does that sound okay to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I think it's a good topic. And I think you should definitely do that. Right. So who's going to talk next week? So you guys, who have we done so far? Who have we got left? I think Tomohiro's not here, is he? He's not there. Yuka. Oh, you're there. You're there. Have you presented yet? Not yet. Okay. How about next week? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I'll probably go in. I'll probably go in 515 next. Oh, I can't. Yeah. I'll contact you. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Right. It's a bit difficult today. Right. So there's only 2 people. It's fine. Maybe more people next week. Yeah. So probably Yuka will do something. Yeah. Talk about your stuff a little bit more, and that'll be it. Okay, then, guys. Right then. Oculus reparo, Wingardium Leviosa, and stuff like that. Right then. Sounds good, guys. Well done. So I'll probably find a bigger room next week, I think. Yeah. It's a bit difficult today, but I'll probably find a bigger room, and we can maybe get more people in. Okay, then, guys. So everybody okay? Bye-bye. 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 Are you there? Okay, yes, good. Well done. Nice. Okay. So thanks, thanks very much, guys. So see you again next week. Hope that was helpful. Signs, yes. Signs are the key to linguistics and all this cultural stuff. Interesting. Okay, then, guys. So see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.